congratulations on the film.
Thank you.
I literally just finished watching it about half an hour ago, so it's very fresh in my mind. Very action packed. I will say that. That's good.
Yeah,
Well,
it's Jesse
yeah, it
Johnson.
is. Yeah. Tell me first and foremost the lure of this script and this story, because it's something we've seen before, but under Jesse's direction and the script and everything else, it feels very different and has something new to say. So what were the reasons for you to want to get involved?
Do you know what? I just love working with Jesse, and I think it's our no, third or fourth film that we did together. We just, I just want to work with people that are easy, nice, creative, where there's no headache, and it's just, it's just fun. And he often gets similar, like he's very loyal to his actors. So if you see his movies, he employs the same actors, and so it kind of become like a family, and we all know each other, and it's just great to get together and do and work on something new. And obviously, being an ex stunt coordinator, he knows that very well. And I found that in this one, he did quite that car chase is quite incredible. And he's just, yeah, he's just a fun person to work with. So at some point, there's no, life is short, and you just want to spend a good time on set.
Yeah. What's his sets like? Because I've literally just day before yesterday saw the Fall Guy, which is this big celebration of the stunt community and stunt men and women and performers and everything else. And he obviously used to be one, and he's very keen on trying to do as much as possible realistically. Not relying on CGI or having stunt men, but also having you and Aaron and everyone else do the thing. So how are his sets? Does he expect you to kind of jump in and do the work and learn
Yeah,
guns and everything?
yeah, I guess that's why he keeps hiring me as well, because he just figured, I like the stunts as well, and I catch them very fast, so he can just literally show me 5 minutes before, and I just pick it up and just do it. But of course, the whole thing, like certain scenes require a bit more work, and I just like the whole atmosphere when you work with a bunch of people and you create something, and then you learn the choreography and you practice it and you get better at it. It's very gratifying. It feels good to do it. So yeah, that's, I guess, in this one. What did we do? Well, there were lots of there was that boat scene, the guns and all that stuff. It's just fun, and I trust those guys because I've worked with them before. Like Daniel, he's great. Who oh gosh, I don't remember the character name, but the bad guy. So he's great, and he's a stunt person himself, but he's also an actor. So I just feel confident that we can create something good with people like this. When you know people, you're more, you can say things, you can suggest something more easily. So
When you read scripts like this, when you see the character and all the kind of the things that she can do and the mystery and everything else, what is it that you tend to look for in characters? And was this someone, did you feel this was something that you hadn't necessarily done before, that she had a few kind of things that maybe were fresh to you?
with this one, I can't say I haven't done this before, but as I said, the reason was really just the team, the people I knew. They are, at that point, people are friends, and you love working together. You know what to expect. It's going to be good, and that's really all you want to experience. I just, it's just great to work with people that you appreciate. And the role, yes, I've done all sorts of secret operatives before, so nothing new there. Um, yeah, but I discovered Budapest, and I loved it. It's a great city. I'd love to come back and shoot there again. I
I was
could
going
I
to say
could
that
pay.
is such a beautiful city, because I've seen a few films recently that have kind of embraced shooting there and not just gone there to try and fake it being America or fake it being UK or anything like that. They've kind of embraced Budapest. It looks fantastic. It must have been great just to
Beautiful.
go there.
I said I could live there. It's beautiful. The food is good. People are nice. It was, yeah, we shot it. It was close to Christmas. So everything was, of course, decorated. There were Christmas markets. We had a great time. And we would just like gather and have dinners together as well. Like it's nice. It's not always like that in the crew, you know, because when people don't know each other, they don't hang out together. But as I
Mm.
said, we know each other and it's just nice. But yeah, and obviously, you know, Jesse has offered me many more parts since. We just need to find time to when we can shoot this. But I just love creatively. I love working with him. He gets me. I get him. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah. How's weapons training? How do you enjoy the weapons training of it all? Because I know some people over the years have said they really enjoy it. Some people have said, you know, oh, it's yeah, I wouldn't maybe go near that again.
Well,
How do you find all that stuff?
I mean, enjoy. I don't know. Look, it's a dangerous stuff. So, enjoy. I don't know. I mean, obviously everything is protected and verified on set. There are special people for that. But it's still a dangerous thing. The first thing I learned with guns was not how to shoot it. It's how to not shoot and not shoot accidentally, and how to put it away and where to point it so that if something was to happen or if it was loaded, no one would get hurt. So this is the first thing you learn, and I always keep it down. I always check and see whether it's empty. It's not a toy. So yeah, one has to be very careful with that thing.
Indeed. What was it like working with Aaron? Because obviously a lot of people know him from Thank You for Smoking. Obviously he was in Batman and all that kind of stuff. But in recent years he's become sort of his own kind of action hero, and he's been doing it and he's getting his hands dirty and all that kind of stuff. And he seems to have quite a he really embraces all of that stuff. What was it like working with him, seeing him do that? Because he really does go for it.
He's great. Aaron is great. He's really in it, into his role. He's a professional. He comes there. He's there to work. Like there's no, nothing else. There's no, any silly stuff going on. He's not going to waste time. He just wants to work and get out of there. And it's the second time I work with him. I worked with him first on a movie that I even forgot the name of because it was that long ago. I was so young. I don't even remember what it was called. It was shot in Canada, so it was second time. It was interesting. Um, um, so I knew him already. It was like, it was fun to see and another familiar face. Um, yeah, so he's great as you say. He's very particular. He's very interesting. I always try to find out what his secret, but it's impossible. It's impossible to find out.
I know very early in your career, you're obviously
Mysterious.
very yes, he is very mysterious. I think that's
He's
why he's so
very
good as Two-Face in Batman, I have to say.
yeah.
In one of your early films, you were quite in the deep end with obviously doing a Bond film very early in your career, and now you're here. Have you enjoyed all the parts and all the things you've got to do since then? Because Bond girl as it used to be or still is quite a hefty thing. But you've been able to kind of pick and choose. You've even done a John English film in between it.
Yeah, I've always been picking and choosing, but now I'm picking and choosing even more, or rather, not picking. I'm choosing and not picking. This is my state now. I'm trying to slow down. It's been a few years, by the way. I don't know if anyone noticed, but it's very difficult. It's difficult to slow down because things come in. It's very difficult to say no. But like 2 years ago, I said I'm done, and here I am talking to you. You know what I mean? So my friends are making fun of me. They said, "You told me 2 years ago you're not going to work anymore," and there are like gazillion movies coming out with you. And I really don't do it on purpose. I guess I don't know how to. It's in my mind. I would like to slow down, and I really believe that I am. I guess I'm delusional. And in the meantime, somehow I keep working. I just don't know how, there's some cuckoo thing going on there. But I'm capable of relaxing, I guess. And but the desire is there, and the decision, because I just want to spend more time with my family. I just don't want to go from set to set. I guess I've never been that kind of person, but somehow I just went with the flow. It's almost unconscious. I was on autopilot, but but I guess when you get older, you understand that life is not just about work. I just really want to manage and learn, because I'm clearly incapable, but learn how to spend time with doing nothing. This is my big problem. So I'm trying to not work, and I am saying no to a lot of projects. So I am, and I'm only taking projects that involve me only for a very short period of time. Like, for example, in Jesse's film, I was there for 2 weeks, and this is only why I said yes. If it's more than that, I say no to projects. which is why I very rarely can do now a lead part, because lead role requires being there for longer, and I just can't. I can't do it so long. I need, my family need me, my my child needs me, so it's a no. So I'm okay to do some supporting roles once in a while, but this is about it.
What happened then when Kevin Feige calls you again and says, "Hey, we want you back to play Antonio"? Were you expecting that phone call to do Thunderbolts again, or?
No, yeah. Well, we knew. We were there before the strike. Well, when the strike happened, and then we went there and we relocated, and suddenly they told us all to go home. So we knew it was going to go back. It had to be done. So yeah, I knew about this. Yeah.
Okay. Are you having fun on the set of that so far? No, you probably can't say anything at all, but we've seen little teases. But were you excited to go back? Because fans are quite excited for this one. It's a little bit different from what Marvel usually do.
Yeah. I was excited. You'll see. You'll see what's happening.
Yeah, all the snipers are outside your window. That's what it is. Yeah. Well, listen, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. I appreciate it, and yeah, wish you well. Wish you well and everything.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys.
Hey, you guys!
Hey you guys.
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey you guys.
Hey, you guys!